Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bearcats. And they've been playing football here since 1902, and the fans are ready to see their team take the field. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Oh, he left him grabbing.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
The expressway is wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, NC State! And they score first.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem, despite the snowy surface. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They go to the counter. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Back to pass, it's Parrish. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Might as well stick with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loses 3. Third down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. Now on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
As a defensive guy, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Dropping back, it's Parrish. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The play-action fake. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
He's looking for a man on second down. They're setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And what a nice start to this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why.
Oh, look out, there he goes! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Parrish. He makes the connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's running in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Coming after it. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Cincinnati.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Power football with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Those hands can get a little frigid in weather like this. He'll make the fair catch signal and secure the catch. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it, you go out of bounds. You've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on 4th down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it. You set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first down.
Looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The inside handoff. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
NC State 21, Cincinnati 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Witherspoon. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Skips away from pressure. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They run the reverse. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Back to pass, it's Parrish. Dances away to buy time. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose. The 30. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
29 Philly.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And they're not on the same page there.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to pass, it's Parrish. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Now the toss. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looks it in at the 40. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Back to the air one more time. Grabs it in the middle.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for two. You go for the win. You try to take the lead. That is a you decision.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This offense has a second down play. They feed him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Going up top. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Now 2nd and 10. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, NC State.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's complete to the left. Touchdown Bearcats! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He leaves it with his back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. NC State now operating from the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
In the end zone.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied.
28.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw, it's Parrish. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Snapped it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.